A Latino woman is going to be explaining to a black woman why black men like Latino women. And the reason why I'm playing this is because this is not a diss to black women. It's not. And I wish black women would understand that a lot of race of women are not dissing you. They're just showing you things that they do to get men that you're not doing to get men. But a lot of black women take it personal. I've said this before when it comes to the black community. Black women want black men to be a way that he's not programmed to be. And then black men want black women to be the type of woman that they've never been programmed to be. But being that black women could not get the type of man that they want, they created these men in the form of a son. They gave birth to a son that could be their boyfriend. And they trained their son to worship them. Then when their son tried to use it on other black women, it doesn't work. So the guy that black women program black men to be is typically the guy that's not going to get the woman. And that's the problem. But this Spanish chick has something to say about the situation. Why black men go after Latino women. Big shout out to Charles D. Curry. Somebody put some respect on that man's name. Let's get to it.
You know, speaking to like the comparison of like black women and how they are raised versus Latinx women, we want to get treated nice. Like as a man, you want your wife to like cook you a nice meal and share in the bond that comes with that, right? So yeah, if you're gonna be met by a girl who has a lot of attitude and is like, no, I'm not cooking for you, you can cook for yourself. Like, why would you want that? I don't think that's necessarily like a black versus white or Hispanic thing, but I'm so bad. Like, if the shoe fits, yeah. I'm so bad. But yeah, I mean, no one's gonna really want someone who's gonna approach them like a pit bull and be abrasive, right? Because they want to be appreciated. And if you want to be appreciated, you have to put yourself in a position to be appreciated. So yeah, there is no harm in cooking a nice meal, cleaning up the house, right? Because there is some benefit. Yes, I do know how to cook you a whole ass meal now. So, I want you to know I will do happily. Like, there is some joy. There is a lot of joy in taking care of the people you care about, right? Whether it's a man, your kids, whatever. And I guess that's wife material. Which, so that I do it, and I do it happily, too.
Right. She's absolutely right. She's absolutely right. A real woman takes pride in taking care of a home. A real woman takes pride in cooking, cleaning, doing things that she wants to do naturally that allows her emotions to attach to it. Women attach to arts and crafts that the kids do. Women attach to being with their children and watching them grow up and watching them fall so they can be there to comfort them. Society in the matrix is what's programming women to compete with men. But when it comes to that, what a lot of African American women don't get is that a lot of these other race of women, the Latinos, the Arabics, the Chinese, even the whites, all the other race of women only play that role for a short amount of time, usually between 18 and 27. By the time they're 30, majority of them start getting married. You know, you don't see too many white women after 30 that are not married. You don't see too many. It's like unheard of for an Arabic woman after 30 to not be married. And other races of women, Chinese and all that. Like, it's typically a phase for a woman to go through this empowerment phase. She goes through it for a short amount of times. As she gets older, she outgrows it. The black woman continues on with it. And like the Latino girl says, no man wants to be with a pit bull. But in today's world, a man is supposed to love that pit bull. We're supposed to want the angry chick. We're supposed to want the one that can outwork us, the one that can fight us and beat us up, because to her, that's high value. But everything that's high value to a man is going to come from emotions and looks. And that's what a lot of women are just not grasping on. The next video coming up is going to be about a woman who's awakening to student loans. All right? Now, the reason why I'm playing this video today is because what you see this woman go through and how she reacts to her student loans, this is exactly what most wannabe high-value women are doing. They run out and they put themselves in a lot of debt to feel good, to look good, to actually portray an image of actually being successful. They go in debt with college. They go in debt with credit cards. They go in debt with houses and cars. They're always in debt. But what guys don't understand is the more in debt she's in, the higher her standards for a man becomes. And the reason for that is because when you're in a relationship and you're in a marriage, I think a lot of guys can testify to this and tell you, your money is her money and her money is her money. All right? I'm going to say it again. When you're married, your money is her money, and then her money is her money. Why? Because she has student loans that she has to pay off. This is why women are always practicing hypergamy, because when you leave them alone to live their own life and survive on their own, it's just they drag themselves in so much debt because they spend money on trying to feel good. So we're going to play the video of the woman who's awakening to her school loans.
$80,000. I have been paying.
Oh, we're going to run it back. Let's go.
I just checked my student loans because I needed to get the information to someone, and what the fuck? I started with $80,000. I have been paying for 10 years. Last year, I paid $6,000 lump sum because that's really the only way to get it low. That took it down to $76,000 after I've been paying for 9 years. The grand total is I have paid $120,000 and I still owe $76,000. How the fuck is this possible? What? I think I might be late to the game learning about this. Student loans are really messed up. $120,000. What are you supposed to do with it?
Right. Exactly. This is what women are going through that they don't tell you about. They don't tell you how much debt they're in. They don't tell you that they're living check to check. They don't tell you any of this. What they do, they walk around on surface like life is just dandy. It's like, look what I got. I'm better than the other girls that are out there, and that's what matters. But deep down in their hearts, all of these women are in debt, and they're looking for someone to bail them out. Now, the problem that's going on in society now is that you have less marriages and you have more guys that are waking up. Even, you can even say blue pill guys are waking up because they're not going to go spend money on women and giving it to them in the flesh. They're spending it on OnlyFans. So I guess they're doing it a little cheaper. It may be cheaper nowadays to get an OnlyFans account for $10 a month than to actually be going out spending money on a woman. That's where a lot of these women are very, very angry about, is that they're living as a slave for the rest of their life, and there's no man that's going to be there to bail them out. So all that heartache, all that pain, typically is going to drive them miserable. All right? Let's go ahead and get these likes up. All right, what we at on the likes? We're at 174 likes. We got 403 people inside. Let's go ahead and get those likes up. Let's get those likes up to at least 300. Y'all got me at 174. Let's get that up a little bit higher than normal right now. J. Rob, big shout outs, bro. Big shout outs on the donation. He donated twice. Somebody put some respect on that man's name. Let me see who I forgot about. Mr. Anonymous. The higher she goes, the less valuable men she would have to choose from. Looking forward to the lecture. Big shout out, Mr. Anonymous. That's another one. Put some respect on that man's name. Put some respect on Red Sings the Blues name. And Gerald Kemp. Okay.